Hello beautiful! So this video goes into everything sacral chakra. I already do have a video out about the root chakra, which is the first chakra. There's 7 different energy points in our body and they harness a lot of different things. So you normally start from bottom up, which is the root chakra, which is at the very base of your spine. And then the sacral chakra, which is roughly located where our sexual organs are, like just under the belly button. So there's different energy spheres located in those areas, and it goes all the way up the spine, up to the crown. And they also have different colours, and there's different rituals to perform to open these chakras up, to tune them, to really tap into them and what they mean and everything like that. So the sacral chakra is very much about creativity and sensuality, or sexual connection. And this is where it also gets a little bit more spiritual. So the root chakra is more like your base, like your food, your water, are you surviving, are you okay? And then the higher up the chakras go, the more spiritual they get. And then the crown chakra is obviously just very, not obvious. The crown chakra is very with the universe, and it doesn't kind of touch on anything physical. So the sacral chakra is the first chakra where you sort of go into the mind a little bit more and see, what is my relationship with sex like? What is, how am I creative? Do you know what I mean? These aren't really physical, very logistical things as such. So I find that personally very, very interesting. So anyways, there's certain rituals that you can perform to help the chakra. So the main ones which I do in this video, firstly, I would open up the chakra with some yin yoga. This is a type of yoga where it is very, very slow. You hold each pose for 2 to 5 minutes, so it's a lot of floor work. And it's not really pushing yourself very much. It's quite like a body to mind connection thing, but you use affirmations during that time, so you're moving the area of that chakra. And if that's the source of where that energy comes from, it almost like a nudging something when it's asleep. Do you know what I mean? It wakes it up a bit, and the affirmations really, really help sort of dive into that chakra a bit, which I just find it all really, really interesting. Eating foods which are energetically aligned to that chakra. I will be wearing the colour and surrounding myself with the colour of the chakra, which is orange. So then there is also the meditation, which is a massive part of tuning and aligning that chakra and sort of spreading the energy of that chakra to the rest of your body and into your world, into your life. So if you don't know much about chakras or where in the world it all came from, where it originated from, it's a lot to do with Hinduism, and especially Indian Hinduism. So we're kind of very blessed and lucky that it has come over to the Western world as well. We do know about this now, and we can practice it and have the tools for it. So just sort of giving that gratitude towards Indian Hindus for sharing this message, for preaching it for as long as they have done. And it's something that has stood the test of time. People have been practicing chakra work for centuries. So yeah, it's a proper nice little pocket of knowledge that we now have access to. But I will pass you over to Jasmine the morning of her sacral chakra everything day, and you can see everything that I got up to. Good morning. So this chakra is also part of the water element, so we need to try and get some of that. If I want to have a bath later, maybe we'll do some of that. I've actually got some moon water, some new moon water that's just charged. Maybe I'll drink a lot of that today. That could be cool. But it also connects you to your divine feminine, and also help healing your inner child, which is really cool in my opinion. It's kind of a really, again, already you can see the jump between the chakras in terms of spirituality. It's mentioning intuition, divine feminine, and also inner child shadow work is more mind based, so that's just really cool. So I normally recommend people to work on their sacral chakra if they've just had a breakup, because a lot of sexual trauma and a lot of sexual energy is stored in the sacral chakra. So if you're finished with a certain partner, you just sort of want to clear that away. But when this is blocked, it is keeping secrets, fear of judgment, sexual trauma and sexual shame, nightmares. When it is overactive, it is someone who is consumed by their emotions, someone who uses a lot of escapism, someone who is very obsessive, has a very obsessive nature about them, and is someone who is very overly sexual and infringing on sort of inappropriate sexual tendencies. So if this is blocked, it can lead to a low libido, feel very uncreative, scared of intimacy. Okay, so that is all about the sacral chakra. So we have unfortunately reached the decision that, well, reached the reality that I own nothing orange to wear. I found one thing that could possibly work. Like, it's quite orangey to look at. I'm going to put some shorts under it for my yoga. Very, very interesting day. Maybe it'll pep my spirits up, you know, being a little bit extra dressed up. Okay, so we've got some orange to wear. Crystals. So we've got Tiger's Eye, which I have this raw version, and I have this Tumblestone version. And some citrine. And then carnelian. So I'm going to pop this little bad boy on. And again, just try and keep these with me. So one thing about this chakra is that we use essential oils to sort of bring it out, to open and balance. So the essential oils that are recommended is jasmine and sandalwood. I know I've got jasmine. Okay, I've got jasmine, but I don't have sandalwood. But is that sandalwood? Yes, I do have some sandalwood incense. So I'm thinking burn some of that, and I'm gonna wear the jasmine essential oil. But when I go to sleep tonight, I'm probably going to put some in my diffuser as well. And then this can be my perfume for today. Maybe I should put some on the actual chakra too. Put some in my hair. Okay, I'm feeling calm already. Jasmine's quite a calming oil, so feeling good, feeling good.
So sacral chakra has a lot to do with the pelvis and the hips. So all of our poses today will be hip opening poses. So physically, this is a pretty challenging flow or a pretty challenging practice.
Beautiful. So it's a little bit later on in the day. I thought I'd try and make the foods that are associated with the sacral chakra. The only ones I had out of this were mandarin oranges. I really hope these aren't clementines. But the other foods which I found out which help this chakra are figs, peaches, mangoes. So there's quite a common theme of like orange. The yoga definitely made me feel calm. Gave me a sense of purpose. The sacral chakra, whenever I do that yoga session, it always kind of makes me think about my intimate relationships with people and kind of establishing my own power, my own strength. And I've noticed that today I've been very clear in my communication to the people that I love, and sort of in my romantic relationships, not like I'm putting me first and I'm not letting things slide and things like that, and it's just sort of like I'm putting in my boundaries, and it's like trying to word it in a respectful way. But anyways, that's a conversation for another day. I feel like we all know what a mandarin orange tastes like, so there's no need for me to sit here and tell you what this tastes like or how it's going to make me feel. Oh, I also sat outside with the sprinkler on as well, and it kind of was making little puddles and it was making lovely water sounds. So I took that opportunity to sit there, listen to the water sounds and like connect to the element in that sense. Oh, actually, hold on. So this is my freshly charged new moon water. This is from the new moon in Gemini quite recently. The way I sort of charge my water is I use mineral water only. Sometimes I use like filtered water, but just my personal preference, I prefer to use mineral water. Take off all the labels, haven't even opened it yet, and literally just put it out. I normally put it on like the grass or on like a plant or something because I feel like it, I don't know, connects more naturally that way, but you don't have to do that. Put it anywhere like under the sky where the moon is. Obviously in the new moon you can't see it, but freshly charged new moon water. So I'm going to tap into my creative flow and edit some videos. And hopefully this intuitive, creative side of me will come out more through everything I've done today. And it'll be the best bloody video ever. I'll link it down below if you're interested. It's actually the trying out the marijuana tea. That's the video that I'm working on at the moment. My beautiful, what did you think of it all? I really liked connecting to the element whilst doing the meditation, like doing the meditation in the bath. I really loved that. The essential oils, I loved that. That really helped tap in that much more when doing the yoga and when sleeping. I felt really connected that day. It was still intense where a lot of things were opening up and I wasn't really sure where my mind was at certain things, and especially this chakra is more related to like intimacy, and again, trying to just be completely candid about it, I was really hypersexual, and now I feel like I don't need sex. Like I don't need it. I don't need it from a man, I don't need it from a woman. Like I'm okay. And I can guess in terms of like the creativity sense, I don't feel like a very creative person, so I really wanted to do loads of editing that day to try and like really feel creative and everything. And you know, I'm getting there. Like I'm not super duper proud of the work I'm putting out, but I have a voice and I want to share it, and I feel like I'm sharing it in a semi-decent way. So there is a lot of like reflection that happened that day where I was like, oh, I'm not very good at a lot of things. But now looking back, it's like, well, I can practice my craft, you know, I have something to say and I want to share what I have to say, and you know, I know that I've helped some people, so I can continue doing it. And I'm gonna be very careful where I put my sexual energy towards, because I realise that is something important to me, and it isn't just something that I can do willy-nilly, like immaturity. If you got up to this point, then I want to let you know that I'm super duper proud of you in your life right now. I love you so much, but I will see you on our next video.